sir. I hope everything is good there. Myself Jai Chaturbai Kakadia and my student ID is 223 0044. Today I am talking about breast cancer Wisconsin dataset and discuss description of the dataset and possible future results. To start with the introduction, the most frequent cancers in women, breast cancer affects a disproportionately high number of women throughout the globe. Treatment results and survival rates for patients with breast cancer may be improved with early identification and diagnosis. In recent years, researchers have used data mining and visualization methods to better understand breast cancer and to better detect and diagnose the disease at an early stage. In the study of breast cancer, the melanoma Milwaukee time series is a popular resource. There are traits in there that may be utilized to determine whether a breast mass is benign or cancerous, and these features were extracted from digital photographs of breast mass specimens. According to World Health Organization, also called WHO, breast cancer is one of the most diseases in women aged 40 to 59 years with multiple associated risk factors such as genetic, environmental, and behavioral factors. Inflammatory breast cancer is rare and usually presents aggressively, compromising the entire breast, leaving it swollen and hyperemic. The modern Western life is to blame for a rise in breast cancer incidence during the 1970s. More people in North America and Europe are affected by it than any other region. If breast cancer is detected early, the patient has a 96% chance of survival before it spreads. One woman in 44,000 dies from breast cancer each year. The best preventive method against breast cancer is early detection. There is only one way to know whether the mass in the breast is benign or malignant, also called dangerous or non-dangerous. Breast cancer must be addressed by multidisciplinary team aiming at the patient's comprehensive treatment. Recent advances in science make it possible to evaluate tumor staging and point out the specific treatment. However, these advances must be combined with the availability of resources and the easy operability of the technique. This study is aimed at discussing and classifying benign or malignant cells, which are tumor types, from the data on the Wisconsin diagnostic breast cancer. By applying data mining and visualization techniques with the help of the JSP tool. In this project, we will be analyzing the breast cancer Wisconsin dataset through the lenses of data mining and data visualization. Using analytical tools like Tableau, JSON, and doing Python machine learning programming, we will look for breast cancer detection and diagnosis related anomalies and trends in the data. We want to add to the body of expertise on breast cancer studies as well as provide useful insights that will lead to better outcomes for patients as a result of our study. Why I choose breast cancer Wisconsin dataset? So, here is the answer. Breast cancer is major issues nowadays seen in women. I choose this database because we can find tumor class at an early stage, and if it will be benign, then it can be removed by doing treatment. Most importantly, I also have personal interest in this study to explore the data, perform visualization and analysis. I want to make a prediction by using analytical and machine learning tools. To be honest, I don't have medical background, but I really want to gain knowledge. So, I can know about a new software which will useful for my bright future also. So I strongly believe that it is suitable data set for me to visualize and analysis. After completing the visualize and analysis, I will try to make a prediction. Next slide is about our dataset description. Before start the introduction of the dataset, here is two images. First one is benign, means non-dangerous, and second one is malignant, which is very dangerous. Our dataset was obtained by imaging a needle tip wide breast mass with biopsy by Dr. William Wahlberg and an employee of Wisconsin Hospital, and digitizing these images by William Nick Street, one of the researchers of the University of Wisconsin Computer Sciences Department in November 1995. This dataset is publicly available on UCI Machine Learning repository. We can simply download it and analyze by performing some methods. First, we need to understand which tumor is dangerous and which tumor is non-dangerous. Benign tumor can be removed surgically and do not reappear. Most importantly, benign tumor cells do not invade other tissues and do not spread to other parts of the body. In other words, these tumors are not life-threatening, but on the other hand, cancerous tumors are those that have undergone a malignant transformation. There is an uncontrolled proliferation of cancer cells. However, they grow and multiply far more quickly than benign tumors. They enter the body and cause harm to the nearby tissues and organs. Even if a tumor is malignant, cancer cells can escape from it and travel through the bloodstream. Cancerous tumors, such as those found in the breast and elsewhere, develop in this manner. When a tumor grows in the breast, it is known as breast cancer. Second, only to lung cancer, breast cancer is the most common cancer globally in terms of incidence. Breast cancer is estimated to affect 1 in 8 women at some points in their lives. The dataset is widely used in breast cancer research, particularly for developing machine learning models to classify tumors as either benign or malignant. This data mining and visualization research study will use analytical tools like Tableau or JSP analysis to explore the dataset and identify patterns and trends that can aid in early detection and diagnosis of breast cancer. Through our analysis, the aim is best to contribute to the existing body of knowledge on breast cancer research and provide insights that can improve patient outcomes. The breast cancer Wisconsin dataset is publicly available dataset that contains features derived from digitized images of breast mass specimens. It has 569 samples and 32 attributes, in which first two attributes are ID and diagnosis respectively. ID contains patient ID and diagnosis contains class of the tumor, which is either benign or malignant. The remaining 30 are features that contain various information about the cells. Moreover, remaining 30 attributes include mean, standard deviation, and worst value of the radius. Here is the information of 32 attributes. As I say, first two attributes is ID and diagnosis, and remaining 30 attributes include radius, texture, perimeter, area, smoothness, compactness, concavity, concave points, symmetry, fracture dimension, respectively. First, Radius of the cells are shown by the mean, standard deviation and worst value. Texture shows the value of grayscale change rates of interior surfaces. Perimeter shows the measure for the mean, standard deviation and worst value of the perimeter cells. Area shows the value of the surface area of the cells. Smoothness includes average, standard deviation and worst value of the radius lengths of neighboring cells. Compactness is calculated by perimeter square divided by area. Concavity concavity value of the indentation and protrusion around the cell. Concave points value for the number of identification and protrusion sites around the cell. Symmetry. Symmetry includes the ellipse shapes of the cells. Fracture dimension includes the mean, standard deviation and worst value. There are three values for this ratio. I will use JSP tool for data mining and visualization study and explore the data. Next one is pre-processing the dataset. To do pre-processing the dataset, there are 4 steps. First one is data cleaning, second one is combining the datasets, third one is data transformation, and last one is data reduction and dimension reduction. Breast cancer is widely prevalent cancer among women and is a leading cause of cancer-related deaths. The breast cancer Wisconsin dataset is widely used dataset for breast cancer research. However, before analyzing the dataset, it is essential to pre-process it to ensure that the data is in a format suitable for data mining and visualization. This document will outline the steps taken the pre-processing the BCW dataset. The first step in pre-processing the dataset is to collect the data. This dataset is available on the UCI machine learning repository, so we can collect the data by simply download it from it. Second step is clean the data. In this step, remove any instances with missing values and remove any irrelevant attributes. In this dataset, there are no missing values. However, remove the ID attribute as it is not relevant to the analysis. After completing the cleaning data, data integration involves combining data from multiple sources. In this step, it has combined the dataset with any additional relevant datasets. In our case, it has no additional dataset to integrate. Data transformation involves converting the data into a format suitable for data mining and visualization. In this step, normalize the data to ensure that all attributes are on the same scale. It uses the minimum maximum normalization method to scale all attributes to range of 0 to 1. Next one is about unsuitable attributes in the dataset. Breast cancer Wisconsin dataset is a commonly used dataset in the field of data mining and machine learning. However, not all attributes of the dataset are suitable for the research. In this document, the study will discuss some of the unsuitable attributes of the data. One of the major issues with the dataset is that some of the data is unreliable. For example, in my dataset, the attribute perimeter worst has a range of 1 to 10, but some of the values are missing and labeled. This makes the data inconsistent and unreliable, which can lead to inaccurate results. There are also some attributes in the dataset that are irrelevant to the research study. For example, the attribute area mean does not provide any useful information regarding the diagnosis of breast cancer. This attribute can be removed from the dataset to improve the accuracy of the result. Next one is import the dataset. Before starting the visualization and analysis, it is very important to import our dataset from UCI machine learning repository to JSP. For that, we can simply download .csv file from UCI machine learning repository. After that, open JSP and click on menu button and select the open. After that, we have to browse and select the dataset, and it shows all the data and attributes. Then our data is ready to process and analysis. Next one is attribute with missing values. It is very important to check if there are any missing values or not, because missing value can lead inaccurate result for analysis and visualization. For that, the breast cancer Wisconsin dataset is popular dataset used for data mining and visualization method. It contains several attributes that can be used to predict whether a breast tumor is benign or malignant. However, like most real-world dataset, it is not perfect and has missing values in some of the attributes. One of the attributes with missing values in the dataset is the concave points set, which stores the standard deviation of concave points. This attribute represents the number of bare nuclei in the cells of the breast tumor. It is an important attribute because the presence of bare nuclei in the cells is sign of malignancy. To deal with the missing values in this attribute, several methods can be used. One common method is replace the missing value with the mean or median of the attribute values. Another approach is used to machine learning algorithm to predict the missing value based on the other attributes in the dataset. Hence, it will be suitable dataset for further analysis and visualization. Next one is data visualization and analysis. After completing the data pre-processing, it is ready for visualization and further analysis. So, we can say that this dataset is suitable for the further analysis. Breast cancer is a major health concern worldwide, and early detection is crucial for successful treatment. This research study analyzed the breast cancer Wisconsin dataset using JSP to identify patterns and trends that could aid in early detection and diagnosis. First, we need to import the dataset into JSP and then visualize the distribution of the features by making the bar charts, histograms, scatter plots, and find the correlation between different attributes. Here, by showing this image, we observed that the dataset had 569 instances with 357 benign and 212 malignant cases. Then we will explore the relationship between the features using scatter plots and heat map. We will find some features with a strong positive and negative correlation between the diagnoses, which will be helpful for future analysis. Possible future result. Breast cancer is one of the most common type of cancer that affects women globally. With advancement in technology, data mining and visualization techniques have been employed to analyze and interpret breast cancer data. The possible future result of data mining and visualization of breast cancer are based on a few sections. Data mining and visualization techniques can help in the early detection of breast cancer. By analyzing patient data, it is possible to detect abnormal patterns and may indicate the presence of cancer. Data mining and visualization can help in the development of personalized treatment plans for breast cancer patients. By analyzing patient data, it is possible to identify the most effective treatment option for individual patients based on their unique characteristics. By analyzing patient data, it is possible to identify factors that may possibly or negatively impact the patient's health outcomes. When we make uh, prediction of the data, it is possible to detect cancer in early stage, and so by making a surgery we can save the patient's life before it spread positively or before it spread mass volume of in lungs. Next one is conclusion. This study deals with portraying the visualization of the provided and chosen database on usage of data mining utilizing the JSP platform. The researchers focus on conducting statistical and descriptive analysis using the data present within the dataset. However, the dataset is associated with the breast cancer of Wisconsin, and then we will be able to plotting the scatter plots, bar plots, and correlational heat map using the data provided. We will create table using the analysis of the data and has hence the heat map portrays the relationship between the different variables. Moreover, the research using the operation of data mining carried out proper analysis and then filtered the data present. And lastly, focused on plotting the graphs for preparing the visualization. By making a heat map, we can understand the relationship between the different attributes which can lead the cancer. Here is the references of the data. At the end of the presentation, I would like to say thank you for your valuable time. Thank you so much, sir.